But first, we want to update everybody on where the coronavirus stands right now. The U.S. is inching closer toward approval for a coronavirus vaccine. According to documents published by the FDA, the vaccine made by Pfizer and BioNTech provides strong protection against COVID-19 within about 10 days of the first dose. The finding is one of several significant new results featured in the briefing materials, which include more than 100 pages of data analyses from the agency and from Pfizer. FDA scientists found that the vaccine was 95% effective at preventing illness after 2 shots, spaced 3 weeks apart. What's more, the vaccine worked well, regardless of a volunteer's race, weight, or age. The FDA is expected to decide on whether to authorize Pfizer's vaccine within days. Yesterday, the UK began mass inoculations with the vaccine based on its approval of emergency use. Willie?
However, NBC News has obtained the latest White House coronavirus task force report, which warns this, quote, the current vaccine implementation will not substantially reduce viral spread, hospitalizations, or fatalities until the 100 million Americans with comorbidities can be fully immunized, which will take until the late spring. The report also stresses the current surge is the most rapid increase in cases, the widest spread of intense transmission, with more than 2,000 counties in COVID-19 red zones, and the longest duration of rapid increase. Let's bring in director of the Precision Vaccines Program at Boston Children's Hospital and professor of pediatrics at Harvard Medical School, Dr. Ofer Levy, and Morning Joe's chief medical correspondent, Dr. Dave Campbell. Good morning to you both, doctors. Dr. Levy, let me begin with you on the vaccine news. First of all, people you're talking to in your community, in your world, how soon do you think shots will start to go into arms here for the earliest candidates for the vaccine?
Well, let's take a step back. Tomorrow is an important day because it's going to be the meeting of the Vaccines and Related Biologic Products Advisory Committee, which I will be a temporary voter member on. And we will deliberate about an emergency use authorization recommendation to the Food and Drug Administration. The leader of the Operation Warp Speed has said that if an EUA is issued, which is expected, then doses can begin to be shipped conceivably within 24 to 48 hours. It's a huge operational hurdle, but those are the statements that have been made. And as you know, many states have already designated healthcare workers, elderly individuals in nursing homes as 2 priority populations that they may start with.
So, okay, so that's obviously a critical meeting tomorrow. Do you see any roadblocks there in that meeting? Is there a chance, for example, you won't get that emergency use authorization that so many people are expecting?
Well, you know, as committee members, we're supposed to take a sober stance, read all the briefing documents, which are publicly available on the FDA website. I'd like to commend our government for a transparent process. If you look at the vaccines available around the world, not every country has a process as transparent as ours. And so we've been reviewing these briefing documents for 2 things: safety, efficacy of the vaccine, and also if an EUA is issued, what will be the next steps, not just for deploying the vaccine, but for gathering more information about how the vaccine functions in special populations, pregnancy, how long does the protection last, what about pediatrics? So there are many dimensions that are still unanswered, but the data thus far look like a huge win, very positive, and we will deliberate tomorrow and discuss in a serious way. If the UA moves forward, which looks likely, then many other questions will need to be answered, and the committee will give advice to FDA as to what additional information is important to collect.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.